A man who seeks submission needs to be better than his wife in many areas. He needs to be above her in many key areas of their marriage. As a man, if you think that your wife is not submissive to you, or she does not respect you, it could be that you are lagging behind in one or all of the areas explained below. To stand back to your feet and feel like a man that you are, work on the below areas to earn your wife's submission, loyalty, and respect. 1. Leadership. A man is known as the head of his family, while his wife is seen as his helper. A wife is not the head of her marriage, rather she can be seen as the neck supporting the head. A man must possess leadership skills to be regarded as the head of the family. Men with leadership skills are often called men of their various homes. Therefore, if you are honestly called the man of the house, it means that you have leadership skills and you are utilizing them effectively and judiciously. For your wife to submit to you, you need to prove that you are really above her. Being above your wife does not mean that you should suppress or maltreat her. No, that is wickedness. You need to show that you are a true leader by leading by examples. If your wife must submit to you, she must have something to learn from you. The truth is that women want to marry men who they will look up to. That is to say that women want to end up with men who are above them. Before you marry, ask yourself if you are above your wife, especially when it comes to leadership. If you aren't comfortable with your answer, go and develop some leadership skills before taking a wife. As a man, your major role in your marriage is usually leadership. If you fail on this, your marriage may fail. If your marriage didn't fail, you may lose your credibility and relevance as the man of the house. Develop good leadership skills and apply them in your marriage effectively for total submission from your wife. 2. Decision-making. If your wife makes virtually all the relevant decisions in your marriage, she is indirectly the husband while you are the wife. A real man of the house is never weak in decision-making. When I say that a man must be above his wife in decision-making to win her submission, I don't mean that he should forcefully make irrelevant decisions just to prove superiority over his wife. You need to be a great decision-maker, a great and fast critical thinker, as well as a man who sometimes seeks opinion from his wife before arriving at a conclusion. You should be able to make relevant decisions in the absence of your wife. However, it is good to seek for your wife's opinion before making some dangerous decisions, especially if such decisions are of great concern to her. 3. Responsibilities. By right and division, a man should have 70% more responsibilities than his wife. Remember that I said that a man is the head of the family, while his wife is just his helper. Of course, the head should have more responsibilities than the helper. More so, women are seen as the weaker vessels. That is why a husband should not give his wife responsibilities that will break her. A man should take about 70% of the marriage responsibilities, from taking care of the households to defending the family whenever the need arises.
A wife is better seen as a helper or supporter. But when a woman takes more responsibility than her husband, she may no longer be submissive to him. This is natural, no matter how good the wife is. Execution of his responsibilities. One thing is to recognize that you as a husband should have more responsibility than your wife. Another thing is to effectively execute those responsibilities. If you have shared the responsibility in your marriage with your wife, you should try your best to execute your part. Your wife looks up to you. If you execute your responsibility effectively, she will be motivated to execute hers even more effectively. Otherwise, your marriage may not progress. Love and romance. God in the Holy Bible commands a man to love and cherish his wife, but God commands a wife to submit and respect her husband. What does that tell you? It means that a husband must be above his wife when it comes to love. A man who genuinely loves his wife earns her respect and submission at ease. Respect and submission come with love. Therefore, if you show love to your wife, she will show you what genuine submission looks like. Wealth. A man needs to be wealthier than his wife to earn her submission and respect. This is why it is important to make money, at least to a reasonable extent before thinking about getting married. Your wife, unless by the grace of God, may disrespect you and refuse to submit to you if she is the breadwinner of the house, especially if you aren't making any effort to change your story. Even when problem hit you and you have to depend on your wife for food to survive, if you must retain her loyalty and submission, you must stand back at your feet as soon as possible. Spirituality. Women respect men who are above them in every area. Spirituality is one of them. If you lead your wife physically, it is important to also lead her spiritually. Your mental, physical, psychological, and spiritual approaches must align before you can call yourself a good leader. Lead your family prayers and guide your wife and kids through the Word of God. If you are above your wife in the above 7 areas, she will respect and submit to you as her husband. Thanks for watching. Please, before you go, I have a request from you. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification to always get notified when videos that promote love and humanity is posted by Humanity.